Good afternoon, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne. Thanks for tuning in. Bitcoin stage 2 bull market coming soon, says crypto analyst Willy Woo. We're going to dive and slide deeper into that stage 2 theory that it may be coming sooner than later. We'll be getting into some Bitcoin price predictions as high as 55K by CNBC. So there's still some news about the bits out there. Shout out to Lucky Lewis and the rest of the pumpers, the crypto maniacs, Spartans that are in the population of the chat box. Let me drop a bomb for you guys. Make sure you're touching the buttons, the like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. I gotta say it, even though I don't know if it really does anything for the algos nowadays. You're better off just bookmarking the page and coming to check us out. Now we're on more often in the early afternoons, although we can pop up late mornings as we were before. Shout out to Lucky Lewis, the rest of the crypto maniac soldiers. We'll be talking about Bitcoin stage 2 bull market coming soon, says crypto analyst Willy Woo. I'll be sharing an article. We got Bitcoin price predictions on CNBC as high as 55K. We'll be talking about that. But first, let's go ahead and check out CoinMarketCap. Check out today's mathematics and see how healthy things are looking over there on CMC. Shout out to Derek. I see you, Derek. Good day to you, sir. Let me go ahead and refresh. Check out these prices. See how healthy the math is looking over there. CMC at $263 billion worldwide. Bitcoin dominance at 64.4. I told you this last week, guys. Bitcoin consolidation period is what I'm calling for. Okay, we may see a little price action in the spring or in 2020, but I think it's going to be consolidation period up until then. Now, Willy Woo says a Bitcoin stage 2 bull market's coming sooner than the springtime. So we're going to be talking about what he said, and we'll get into that article. Bitcoin at 94.94. So about the same, guys. $9,500, 96, 97. It's like hovering right under 10K. We got Ether at 210. Ether looking slim. Litecoin $90. What's up with Litecoin, guys? This Litecoin bag, I'll tell you guys, I'm starting to get a little frustrated holding this Litecoin bag. At this point, I don't think it's going to pump anymore as we approach the halvening, which is a few weeks away. Maybe after the halvening, I'm looking for like a $200 Litecoin at least. Bitcoin Cash at 307. Binance at 27. EOS at 417. EOS has been losing weight. You know, I like EOS and Litecoin, but both of them have been losing weight. Satoshi Vision's a garbage bag. Stellar at 8 cents. Cardano moving back up on the rankings, which is good. I see our Cardano General Revolutionist. Welcome to you, sir. At 6 cents there, Cardano looking stronger than it did last week, and that's good to see. It surpassed Tron there on the rankings, taking back that number 11 spot after some people were trashing Cardano in the population of the chat box yesterday. I told you guys to take it easy. At this point, we know 2020 is when they're promising the main net to go live. Let's see if it actually shakes and bakes. Tron there at 2 cents. Monero at $78. Monero losing weight, but Monero always the 15 spot, in the top 15 there. Unes said Leo at 130. This one's Bitfinex's native token, is my understanding. You got Dash at 105, Neo at 1130. But how about Chainlink moving down on the rankings? You know, I like Linked, and I started stacking a little bit of linkers. But ever since I started stacking, it seems like the bag has decreased in value. I got to be honest with you. 214 right now. Link has announced a partnership with Google, but I've heard through the forums that a lot of the big whales have dumped. And then you got Cosmos there. It's looking like an alternative to Cardano. They're at 359. Shout out to Rev. He says he loves the Cardano haters. There was a few of them there in the population. And while I'm not crazy about Cardano as of late, I'm not going to trash it. I mean, I sent out a couple sniper teams, and I told them, you know, get Shelly up and running. But, you know, at this time, you know, I'm not, you know, I don't care so much. You know, I don't have that big of a bag to take care of. Maybe you'd be upset, Rev, but it seems like you're still a believer, and kaboom to that. Shout out to Jigger Romes, kaboom to you. Derek Smith is here, kaboom to you. Lucky Lewis and the rest of the boomers. Let's see what CNBC. I always get a little iffy when I see CNBC talking positive about the bits. You know, when the mainstream media says things, it's usually the opposite. So this kind of raised the red flag for me, but nevertheless, It's good news. The headline looks good. Bitcoin to 55K by May 2020, says CNBC Joe Kernan. This is posted there on bitcoinist.com. I have it linked down below if you'd like to read it in its entirety. Here's the rundown of the article. Having to drive Bitcoin to price to new all-time highs. It certainly didn't do that for Litecoin, and the halving is 8 days away, according to Rev. I know it's sometime in August, so it's just around the corner. Stockton a bit shocked at Kernan's question. I don't know what that means, but we'll look a little deeper into this article. CNBC's Joe Kernan, the co-host of CNBC's business program Squawk Box, hinted that Bitcoin price might hit the $55,000 level by 2020. Out there, boomer. And we're back. Seems like I had to hit something wrong there, but give me a 10-4, Roger, that if you hear me. We're talking about while co-hosting Squawk Box on July 29th, Kernan asked the program guest Katie Stockton, founder and managing partner at Fairline Strategies, whether she anticipated Bitcoin to hit $55,000. Kernan acted as if he agreed with this level and wondered if Stockton expected the same. So they're talking about 55K. I'm always a little weary when I see these, big numbers on mainstream media. Like I said, usually they're wrong. So, I don't like seeing this. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, the headline reads well, but I'm always a little, like I said, raises a red flag if you ask me. Shout out to Punish GT. He says, what will halving do to Litecoin? You may want to check out the live streams that we've done in the past called Litecoin Halving Scenarios, where we dive into research papers that have talked about past halving scenarios. But at this point, we're anticipating maybe a move northward after the halving, but certainly not before at this point. It's already 8 days away. I think we saw the action. But maybe I'm wrong. Shout out to Punish, GT, Rev, and the rest of the boomers. Go ahead and check out the article link down below. They're saying 55K there on CNBC. I don't know. I don't know. Tell me what you think about this, guys. It was a red flag when the mainstream media says things. I remember seeing a graph that someone charted out some data every time that CNBC tweeted about Bitcoin. It did the opposite. I should pull up that graph. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it was some sort of a data infographic that charted out all these tweets by CNBC, and usually the action was opposite. Punish GT says, you mean down? No, I think the price should go up. I mean, but at this point, it certainly hasn't. I would expect the halving to positively impact the price of the coin. They're talking about that halving might impact Bitcoin's price, driving it to all-time high. So usually the halving reduces the supply being created of the coin, so that usually if the demand remains the same, that could lead to a higher price. But we haven't seen that price action on Litecoin. They're saying that it'll drive Bitcoin's price to even 55K is what they're saying there on CNBC. Let me know what you think about that. Let's talk about what crypto analyst Willy Woo had to say about Bitcoin. He's talking about this stage 2 bull market. Crypto analyst remains bullish about the future of the bits despite the price drop that the virtual currency experienced these past days. Although virtual currencies could keep falling before they resume its bull train, Willy Woo considers the stage 1 of the bull market completing. So basically what we just experienced is stage 1, according to Willy Woo. Stage 1 of the bull market is completing, said Willy Woo on his Twitter. And you can see here the tweet on the display. Once we bottom, stage 2 begins, promising the long sustainable bull drive that takes us through all of 2020 if Bitcoin continues its personality. Stage 1 was trader-driven dominance, squeezing us up and driving FOMO. The FOMO's complete. The stage is set, says Willy Woonomics out there on Twitter. I have the entire article linked down below. Woo also answered to Peter Schiff, who commented that Bitcoin was major marketing success for big buyers who entered the market in early stages. Schiff explained that to really succeed, these large buyers had to dump what they pumped without crashing the price. Peter Schiff, he's not really a crypto maniac. So definitely something to consider. Willie Woo saying that stage 2, and you know what? I think that this is a possibility. I could see it as stage 2. I think we got to find the bottom. We're getting closer. We're going to consolidate for some time. I think the consolidation may last even up till next year, even up to the spring, maybe even up to the summer. We're going to witness a consolidation. Maybe the consolidation completes sooner than later. Maybe it's completed by the fall time and that bull market kicks back in. But up until stage 2, I think we're going to be consolidating, finding a new support level. Where we're at now is about 9,500. I would say we could drop down under 9, maybe 88, 85. Chances of going under 8 are probably slim at this point, but anything could still happen. I think we're just at a point now we're doing a consolidation, trying to find out what we're going to be trading at, which is kind of where we're at now. I think we're going to be trading at where we're at now, 95, maybe dip to 9, 88. I've always said that we would close out the year sometime under 10. Okay, so, you know, let's see if I'm right. So now it's cheap to buy all coins because Bitcoin might go up, says Punish GT. You know, that's totally up to you. That's your opinion. Right now, I consider Litecoin cheap under $100. But, you know, like everyone else, no one really knows, you know, if the price is going to go up or down. That's why you got to tread lightly and, you know, be responsible. This is it's the Wild West of finance out here in the crypto sphere, in the deep trenches of the blockchain battlefield. You know the deal. Shout out to the 12 Crypto Maniac watching. Make sure you're touching all the buttons out there. Boomers. Champagne switched up his workout schedule. You know, I was doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'm going to do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays. So I'm excited to hit the gym. I want to bring back a self-improvement chat like I was doing on Friday, where we were talking about fasting, diet, exercise, all the kinds of alternative frequencies that are ancillary to crypto, because indeed I think crypto is an alternative frequency, an alternative movement to the legacy financial system, and it goes in tandem with a lot of other frequencies, including health, diet, and exercise. New ways, new movements out there, boomers. Let me drop bombs for you guys. Shout out to Punish GT, Revolutionist. Rev was definitely active in those self-improvement chats. I hope Rev is still flipping tires out there, pushing heavy weight out there. Rev, let me know if you're still booming out there. Rev, I think he was benching over 300 last time he informed us, if I'm not mistaken. Let's check out the market summary over here on TradingView. When it comes to Bitcoin, the indicators, I believe, are still saying sell. These indicators over here on TradingView are kind of interesting. I mean, I'm not a charter. You know, I don't live and die by the charts. But, you know, I'll check them out every once in a while. They're still saying sell. You can see the major indicators over here on TradingView, moving averages, and some oscillators that they go by. Let's check this out. You can see a one-day summary still saying sell. Oscillators are all saying sell, moving averages as well. You can check out those specific oscillators and moving averages here. A lot of the oscillators are neutral. Moving averages, though, are saying sell, sell, sell. So it's dropped under exponential moving average, simple. These are for the 1 days. But I bet you if you probably switch these indicators to, let's say a 1 month, maybe it says buy. And indeed it does. Moving averages on a 1 month indicating a strong buy. That's what I say. I think Bitcoin for the mid to long term is still a strong buy. So, you know, it depends on how you're looking at these indicators. You know, what your movement is. For the 1 day, for the short run, the price might go down. For the 1 month, it's still looking strong. Let's look at the 1 week. Just got an email notice and no YouTube bell funny bunny against this CryptoZilla. You know the deal, Zilla. You know, don't expect to get any notifications. Probably is not going to happen. Nano Joe says, did you hear Tyler Jenks packed away? He was the guy who invented the hyperwave trading system. Yeah, I did hear about him, and rest in peace. I didn't know much about him, but I understand that he was a crypto maniac, and he was somehow associated with Tone Vase, and if he was a crypto brother, then salute to him. May he rest in peace. Bruno Ray says DCA right now on through dollar cost average. You can see even the technical indicators are indicating a buy, and moving averages strong buy when it comes to a 1 week. So, you know, it seems like only the 1 day and, you know, on the short term is what they're indicating sell. Let's check out the Bitcoin charts aside from these techs. And after a dip down to 91, it was a strong rebound. This was a few hours ago. A dip down to 91 and a strong rebound. But it's basically sideways trading is what we're experiencing now. I would expect that. I don't think we're going to enter a bear market. It's more of a consolidation. I think, we may consolidate 88, 9, 95, even above 10. But I'm patiently waiting for this stage 2 bull market. I think that we're not going to experience this next bull run until 2020 is what I'm saying. But hopefully it comes sooner than later. Good afternoon, champ, says Queen's Races. Good afternoon to you, too. Punish GT says, one thing I hate about Bitcoin are big fees. It depends sometimes on which wallets you're using. Sometimes it could, the preferences on your sending Bitcoin, could be on max mining fees. You can sometimes adjust them. It'll take a little longer for your transaction to get validated, but sometimes you could avoid some fees doing that, going a little slower. BTC going crazy today. Hope we end in green, says Punish GT. Let's see. I think, I don't think we're going to see much action for the next maybe a month or two. I would expect things to be around where they are. Maybe 9, maybe 10, maybe even at 10.5. But it's tough to see things going over 11 in the short term. Now, for the long term or even the midterm, let's say, going into 2020, I do agree. This one is wild, though. This 55K by 2020, by May 2020, CNBC Joe Kernan is saying, like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, anytime mainstream media starts making predictions on Bitcoin, I start thinking the opposite. So this one is a not really a favorable thing for me. So it raises a red flag. There was a whale watch alert this morning. A wallet sent 430 million to another wallet. Okay, a movement out there. Whale watch. Bring out your harpoons. The whales are coming. Shout out to Queens, CryptoZilla, Nano Joe, Punish GT, Bruno Ray, and the rest of the Crypto Maniac Spartans. I hope you guys are going to the gym. Let me know if you guys are pumping out there. Let me know if you're pumping out there. I want to make sure you guys are staying strong with the barbell. Shout out to Mark D. He says we're at the mercy of the whales. Let's see. Let's see if that's a fact. 430 sent to another wallet. Interesting. Bitcoin on the 1 day. Looked like it's consolidating. There was a small dip this morning down to 91. And then we're trading sideways there at 94. Check out the articles I linked down below. CNBC talking about 55K. This one raised a red flag. I don't know. Usually things do the opposite. Check this one out. And then Willie Woo's talking about he's talking about stage 2, saying that we hit the bottom on stage 1. Stage 1 of the bull market is complete once we bottom stage 2. So we haven't bottomed. So we're looking for that. Stage 1 of the bull market is complete once we bottom. Stage 2 begins promising the long sustainable bull drive that takes us through all of 2020 if Bitcoin continues its personality. Stage 1 was trader-driven, dominant, squeezing us up and driving FOMO. FOMO's complete. Stage is set. The stage is set. Let me know what you think about that, boomers. No pumping, but I'm pumping my bags is the one way of getting stronger. Yeah, I want to see your wallets get, gain some weight. I mean, I definitely going to make gains on your wallet. But don't neglect the physical frame out there, guys. I don't want you looking like Vitalik, okay? Normally, do I want any fat boys in the population of the chat box, guys? We want to look like 300 crypto Spartans. Don't forget that today is the day that Tether is in court in New York City. Whatever happens may affect the price of Tether, and people who have funds in Tether may dump into Bitcoin. There you go. I didn't know that. I know Tether's been under question for a while. You got Mark D says Tether's a scam for sure. Take that to the bank. It definitely doesn't look good for them. I mean, I'll tell you this. I mean, I can't say anything for sure when it comes to Tether, but it certainly appears suspect if you ask the champ. I like the DAI token a lot better as a stable token. It seems like that one's a little bit more audible, or you could check it. Shout out to Nano, Mark D, Punish GT on top. Pumper in the house. I like that. Shout out to my crypto pumpers out there. I think we're still bullish, guys. I want to see us consolidate, and we're going to go for stage 2. That's what I'm going to say. Consolidation period, like I say, it can last a month. It can last till 2020. I'm thinking it will last till 2020. But as we consolidate, I don't want to call it a bear market, because bear will insinuate that things are going down. And I don't think so. I don't think things are going to go down. I think they're going to trade sideways, is what I'm saying. Mark D says he's rather hold fiat than a coin called Tether. Yeah, I agree. I'm not fond of the stable coins. Stable coins seem a little bit like counterfeit crypto. But for those that are doing day trading, swing trading, hourly trading, I understand why they use it as a tool. But I don't do that, so I'm not interested. Shout out to the 22 crypto maniac boomers that are in the box. Guys, make sure you're touching all the buttons for me, the like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Stay tuned into all the good crypto word that we spread here daily, every single day. I'm moving the broadcast to early afternoons, usually around 1 or 2 Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes I might pop up late mornings, but it seems like with the new schedule now, this is going to be the time that I'm popping up. So make sure you're bookmarking the page out there, boomers. I'll be keeping these live streams a little shorter, closer to 30 minutes instead of 45. No particular reason other than I'm trying something new, seeing how we can shake and bake these algorithms just to see if it's different. And I may squeeze out a few more short content videos. Champ, did you see the news about EOS being able to scale Ethereum? No, but I'm not surprised. That sounds like something that may be a possibility. Crypto market has become too risky to trade because of the whales. That's your opinion. I don't know. I mean, certainly not everybody feels that way because people are still trading. I'll tell you that much. I don't do the day trading though. I'm gonna be honest with you. And Patient Potato says, "Yo, what's up, Potato?" Shout out to Nano Joe, Mark D, Punish GT, the rest of the pumpers out there, guys. Drop a comment. Let me know what's shaking and baking out there. Let me know what you think about the CNBC article where they're saying 55K by 2020. I don't know if I'm swallowing that pill. You got Willy Woo talking about stage 2 coming soon. Again, this is what he tweeted. Stage 1 of the bull market is completing once we bottom stage 2. Stage 1 of the bull market is completing once we bottom. Stage 2 begins promising the long sustainable bull drive that takes us through all of 2020. Stage 1 was trader-driven bit dominance, squeezing us up and driving FOMO. FOMO complete, stage set. Kaboom to that. I'll take a few more comments and questions before I go ahead and land this plane directly on the tarmac. Shout out to my crypto licensed drivers. And my crypto maniac Spartans out there. Boomers, indeed. Accumulation stage boomers. Accumulations. I think this is an important time right now. What are you doing when the market's sideways? Are you buying the blood? Are you DCAing? Are you looking for the next unicorn out there? Are you pumping at the gym, staying stronger both physically and mentally so that you can pump up these bags? Let me know. Punish GTs kabooming out there. Potatoes booming out there. And Nano Joe's letting us know about news that EOS may be able to scale Ethereum. And I always mention this when you compare EOS and Ethereum. What Dan Larimer said about upgrading Ethereum is similar to changing an engine on a moving car. It's next to impossible out there, boomers. That's what Larimer said, and it's starting to look more plausible. You got Bruno Ray says he's accumulating with the strong biceps. Indeed, this is an accumulation period. I'm going to say this is an accumulation before we swing into stage 2 of the bull market. How soon is it coming? It may be coming, spring 2020. It may come sooner. I don't know. But I think that we're not going to go into no bear market. I don't think so. On that note, guys, I'm going to go ahead and land this plane. Always a pleasure. Thanks to all the boomers out there. I appreciate every single one of you maniacs, all the positive comments, and everybody that's sharing this. Indeed, while we're shadow banned out there, people are not getting their notifications. You still got a few good men here in the population of the chat box showing love. And I'll expect more young cadets to be entering the population as the price pumps sooner than later. On that note, I'm out of here. Lucky Lewis just dropped me $2. Thank you so much, Lucky Lewis. says keep calm in DCA. Keep calm in dollar cost average. Thank you for the dollar bills, guys. If you'd like to send a super chat, do it now. I appreciate all you boomers out there. Share this on your social media feeds. Check me out on the STEEM blockchain. Download the Brave browser and check out all the links that I have down below. Just did my Monday buy, says Lucky Lewis. I know you're DCAing every single Monday, taking a little stab at it, and I think that's the better plan. Instead of trying to trade and go in and out and swing and, like, try to, every day, just take, every Monday or every 2 weeks or every month or however you guys want to do it. But, repetition, it's like working out. You do the rep. Every Monday, Lucky Lewis is doing his rep, whether it be $50, $100, $1,000. I don't know. And it doesn't matter how much he's stabbing at it. The bottom line is that's his strategy, and I like it. Thanks, champ. Full time here in futon time here in Japan, says CryptoZilla. Shout out to all my snipers out there in Japan. Appreciate you, Zilla. Lucky Lewis, thank you so much for the gratuity. Bruno Ray, thanks for stopping by. Punish GT, thanks for stopping by. Potato, thanks for stopping by. All the boomers, I appreciate you maniacs. On that note, I'm out of here. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.